What if I told you most owner-operators aren't struggling because of rates? They're struggling because of how they think. And the dangerous part? Most of them believe they're doing everything right. They blame brokers, they blame fuel, they blame the economy, they blame the government, but they never audit themselves. And that's why they stay stuck for 5, 10, sometimes 20 years. Today, I'm breaking down exactly why most owner-operators stay broke, even when they're grossing $200,000 a year. And if you're serious about becoming a top 10% operator, this might make you uncomfortable. Good, let's get into it. Most owner-operators measure success by revenue. I grossed 220 this year. I ran hard. I stayed moving. Gross means nothing. Revenue is vanity. Net is reality. Here's the math nobody wants to run. Let's say you gross $220,000. Fuel, $70,000. Truck payment, $36,000. Insurance, $22,000. Maintenance and repairs, $18,000. Tires, $8,000. Permits, IFTA, miscellaneous, $10,000. You're already down to roughly $56,000 before taxes, before downtime, before emergency repairs. You worked 70 hours a week for that. That's not ownership. That's disguised employment with higher stress. Most operators don't stay broke because rates are low. They stay broke because they confuse motion with progress. Gross revenue impresses your friends. Net income changes your life. And most operators don't even track net properly. There's a culture problem in trucking. Hustle hard, stay rolling, no days off, run until the wheels fall off. That mentality sounds tough. It's actually reactive. High-level operators don't chase loads, they design structure. If your business collapses the moment you take 3 days off, you don't own a business, you own a job with debt attached. Hustle is phase 1. Structure is phase 2. Most never graduate. They stay addicted to hustle because structure requires discipline and planning. Planning is boring. Hustle feels heroic. And ego loves heroic. Let's talk about emotional operators. Rates drop, they panic. Fuel spikes, they rage. Truck breaks down, they spiral. Emotion destroys margins because emotional decisions are expensive decisions. You know what high-level operators do when rates drop? They reduce unnecessary movement. They tighten expense control. They renegotiate insurance. They audit every recurring cost. They run lean. Most operators? They run harder to compensate, which increases fuel burn, increases wear and tear, increases fatigue mistakes. And guess what that leads to? More breakdowns. Stress is expensive. Calm is profitable. Emotional trucking is broke trucking. This one hurts. Year 1 as an owner-operator, you feel free. Money hits your account in bigger chunks. So what happens? New pickup, bigger apartment, upgraded lifestyle, more eating out, more toys. But revenue in trucking is volatile. It is cyclical. And if your lifestyle expands with your best months, your worst months will break you. High-level operators do the opposite. When revenue increases, they increase reserves. When revenue spikes, They don't celebrate, they stack. Most operators celebrate too early, then scramble too late. This is the killer. Ask 10 owner-operators, how many months of operating expenses do you have saved? Most will say, man, I'll be all right. That's not a number. That's hope. Hope is not a strategy. A professional operator should have minimum 3 months operating reserves, 6 months if you're serious. Because trucks break, markets dip, brokers delay pay, insurance increases. The broke operator reacts, the prepared operator absorbs. Reserves buy calm, calm buys good decisions build wealth. This is deeper. Most owner-operators don't see themselves as business owners. They see themselves as drivers who bought a truck. Huge difference. Drivers think, how many miles can I run? Owners think, how efficient is my capital? Drivers focus on today's load. Owners focus on long-term structure. Drivers brag about hustle. Owners analyze ROI. If you don't shift identity, you don't shift outcomes. You don't rise to the level of your truck. You rise to the level of your thinking. Here's the question nobody asks. What is your 5-year plan? Not survival, growth. Are you building toward a second truck? Transitioning into a fleet? Moving into brokerage? Investing outside trucking? Or are you just running year to year? If there's no direction, there's no leverage. And if there's no leverage, you stay trapped in labor. Even if it's self-labor. Blaming brokers is easy. Blaming the market is easy. Blaming fuel is easy. You know what's harder? Auditing your cost structure. Tracking your cost per mile precisely. Building direct shipper relationships. Reducing deadhead percentage. Improving negotiation skill. Most operators don't stay broke because brokers exist. They stay broke because they never upgrade their skill set. Skill compounds. Complaining stagnates. Complaining feels powerful. Competence is powerful. Let's be real. Most owner-operators don't track cash flow monthly, don't separate personal and business accounts properly, don't understand tax strategy, don't know depreciation leverage, don't review P&L statements consistently. You cannot optimize what you don't measure, and you cannot scale what you don't understand. The top 10%? They know their numbers cold. Not approximately, exactly. Now let's flip this. Here's how you separate. Step 1. Know your exact cost per mile. Step 2. Build a 3 to 6 month reserve fund. Step 3. Reduce emotional decisions. Step 4. Control lifestyle inflation. Step 5. Track net monthly. Step 6. Study negotiation. Step 7. Think like capital, not like labor. This is not sexy. It's powerful. If you run smart for 5 years, stack reserves, buy assets strategically, invest outside trucking, control lifestyle, reinvest intelligently, you can exit the truck. Or at least drive because you choose to, not because you must. That's freedom, not gross revenue screenshots. Freedom. Most owner-operators don't fail because trucking is impossible. They fail because discipline is rare, structure is rare, Financial intelligence is rare. Emotional control is rare. But rare is where money lives. If this message hit you hard, good, because comfort doesn't build wealth. Awareness does. If you're serious about becoming a top 10% operator, subscribe. We're not here for hype. We're here for structure. And structure builds empires. I'll see you in the next one.